Good morning, everyone. How are you today?
Good.
We are going to do a lesson all about kindness today. Does that sound good?
Yes.
We are going to learn how to be a bucket filler. What do we think it means to be a bucket filler? No.
To be kind to someone. I did something like this in first grade. Like when you're being kind, they put a heart in your bucket. And if you fill up your bucket, you get to bring a stuffed animal because you're being kind. It's like to make their heart fill up with love and stuff.
Make your heart fill. Maybe.
I think you could like be kind to other people, and people give you like hearts to put in your bucket and stars, and you could bring anything like a stuffed animal or something.
So it's about showing kindness to others and making them feel good. Becky?
Like I read this book one time where we have like imaginary buckets on our head, and if somebody being nice, some water will be in your bucket, and if you're not nice, your water will drip out of your bucket. And like it's like you want your bucket to be full and overflow because you want to be really kind.
No, you really kind of have your bucket full, huh? What does it mean to be a bucket dipper?
I think it's really hard to
Connecting. What else is be a bucket dipper?
not being kind to someone.
Not being kind. What else? What else can someone do to dip into someone's bucket?
The opposite of kind.
The opposite of kind, being mean to someone. What else is in?
You can be rude to somebody.
Being mean to somebody.
I think it means like you have a nice bucket and a good bucket, and if you're being mean and it gets all the way to the top, you get like a really bad day. And if the nice one gets up, you're a really nice person.
Exactly. What are some ways that we can fill someone's bucket? What about when we're at school? How can we fill someone's bucket when we're at school? Noah?
Give them compliments.
Giving someone compliments?
If they fall, you can help them out.
Help someone up if they fall. That's right.
If they drop something, you can help them.
Help someone pick up something when they drop it. These are all acts of kindness that we can do at school to help fill someone's bucket. What about at home with our families? Katie?
You can like when mom says go eat dinner and you say okay, that's kindness going to eat their dinner.
You can help them do dishes.
Help them do dishes. Lately.
Like if it's like a special day on her birthday, you can like let them sleep in and make them like breakfast in bed and say no sir, yes sir, and thank you and nothing.
Okay, showing manners. Vegan?
Help them cook.
Help them cook. That's a nice thing to do. What about with our friends? How can we be a bucket filler to our friends?
Play with them instead of leaving them out.
Yeah, play with them, don't leave them out.
Encourage them.
Encourage them, maybe give them compliments.
I think like with the friends they you can if they ask to have a sleepover, you can say no sorry or yes please.
Next one. Now, what are some ways that we can dip into someone's bucket? What about we can dip into someone's bucket at school? How would that happen? By stealing. What else?
Like bullying them.
Bullying. A bully is exactly a bucket dipper.
Not sharing and the teacher tells you you have to.
Not sharing. What else? saying mean things that definitely dip into someone's bucket.
They make you mad, but you don't forgive them.
Yeah, we gotta forgive people, don't we?
Pushing someone to the ground at recess.
Yeah, being mean at recess or pushing someone. What about with friends? How can we dip into our friends' buckets? That happens too.
You can put them down and say you're a bully,
Yeah,
when
pushing someone.
actually you're acting like a bully.
Yeah, pushing someone.
To get you, right? So like if someone you see someone else playing something cool, they just run off. Kind of like what Joshua said.
Like not being inclusive with our friends. How can we dip into someone's bucket at home, like with our parents or our siblings?
Be cool to your parents.
Not being nice, fighting. Definitely dips into our bucket. Ethan? Not listening, not being a good listener or following directions.
You could holler and scream at them.
Yep, screaming and yelling at your family.
I was about to say the same thing.
Yeah, definitely dips into their bucket. We're gonna read a story all about being a bucket filler. And as you read, I want you to think about different ways that you can fill up someone's bucket by being kind. Also, want you to think about your own life. Have you filled a bucket today? Or have you dipped into someone's bucket today? I want you to think about different ways that you can fill or dip their buckets.
That's the book I read.
All day long, everyone in the whole wide world walks around carrying an invisible bucket. You can't see it, but it's there. You have a bucket. Each member of your family has a bucket. Your grandparents, friends, and your neighbors all have a bucket. Everyone carries an invisible bucket. Your bucket has one purpose only. Its purpose is to hold our good thoughts and good feelings about ourselves. You feel very happy when your bucket is full, and you feel very sad and lonely when your bucket is empty. Other people feel the same way too. They're happy when their buckets are full, and they're sad when their buckets are empty. It's great to have a full bucket, and this is how it works. You need other people to fill your bucket, and other people need you to fill their bucket. So how do you fill a bucket? You fill a bucket when you show love to someone, when you say or do something kind, or even when you give someone a smile. That's being a bucket filler. A bucket filler is a loving, caring person who says or does nice things that make other people feel special. When you make someone feel special, you're filling a bucket. But you can also dip into a bucket and take out some good feelings. You dip into a bucket when you make fun of someone, when you say or do mean things, or even when you ignore someone. That's being a bucket dipper. A bully is a bucket dipper. A bucket dipper says or does mean things that make others feel bad. Many people who dip have an empty bucket. They think they can fill their own bucket by dipping into someone else's, but that'll never work. You never fill your own bucket when you dip into somebody else's. But guess what? When you fill someone's bucket, you fill your own bucket too. You feel good when you help others feel good. All day long, we are either filling up or dipping into each other's buckets by what we say and what we do. Try to fill a bucket and see what happens. You love your mom and dad. Why not tell them you love them? You can even tell them why. Your caring words will fill their buckets right up. Watch for smiles to light up their faces. You will feel like smiling too. A smile is a good clue that you have filled a bucket. If you practice, you'll become a great bucket filler. Just remember that everyone carries an invisible bucket, and think of what you can say or do to fill it. Here are some ideas for you. You can smile and say hi to the bus driver. He has a bucket too. You could invite a new kid at school to play with you. You could write a thank you note to your teacher. You could tell your grandpa that you'd like to spend time with him. There are many ways to fill a bucket. Bucket filling is fun and easy to do. It doesn't matter how young or old you are. It doesn't cost any money. And it doesn't take a lot of time. And remember, when you fill someone else's bucket, you fill your own bucket too. When you're a bucket filler, you make your home, your school, and your neighborhood a better place to be. Bucket filling makes everyone feel good. So why not decide to be a bucket filler today and every day? Just start each day by saying to yourself, I'm going to do something to fill someone's bucket today. And at the end of each day, ask yourself, did I fill a bucket today? Yes, I did. That's the life of a bucket filler. And that's you. That a good story? Yeah, I like that one. So we're going to think of some ways that we can show kindness and be a bucket filler. What are some acts of kindness that we can do to fill someone's bucket?
Say hi or give a smile to the bus driver.
So have the bus driver give someone a smile. What else?
Be grateful for what you already have.
Being grateful and thankful, huh?
Ask a new kid to play with you.
Ask someone to play with you.
If you're sad or mad, someone can probably bless you. Basically kindness.
You can, if they tell you to stop, you stop the first time.
Listening. So think of more random acts of kindness because we're going to do a little activity now, okay? We're going to make our own buckets. This is my bucket. We're going to make our own buckets and we're going to fill them with some acts of kindness that we can do. We can do them at school, we can do them at home, and we're going to fill our buckets.
Did you make that?
So at your desks, I'm going to give you your bucket and some fillers. I have hearts and I have stars. First thing you're going to do is put your name on your bucket. So I can know whose bucket is whose. You're going to get 8 of these. I want you to do at least 4 bucket fillers, okay?
Okay.
How many are you doing?
4.
At least 4. You can do more. These are kind of big groups, so I want you to do at least 4 in your bucket, okay? And you can think about different ways to be kind. You can give someone a smile. You can give someone a hug. You can play with someone. You can work with your table rows, work by yourself. But you're gonna write your acts of kindness on your bucket fillers. You're gonna cut them out and you're gonna glue them to your bucket. After you glue it, you can cut out your bucket or you can leave it on this paper. Doesn't matter to me, and you can color it. But I want you to write your name on the paper first, and I want you to write your acts of kindness on your bucket fillers, okay? Thank you for listening.